going to talk about inclusion and its impact in the classroom and outside of it. I will be talking to a family with a son with special needs, as well as his classroom teacher. This is the Smiths family. Mom, Jane, and her son who's going to come out in a little bit, John. Welcome to the show. Having a son who has been diagnosed with autism, what everyday challenges are you faced with?
John has a pretty mild form of autism. He was diagnosed at the age of 3, so we have known for a while. When we found out, John's father decided that it was too much for him to handle, so he walked out on us.
So the autism diagnosis has put a strain on your family relationship?
Yeah, it definitely has, but we have learned to work with the issues that have come up from it. From an early age, I put John in speech therapy. Through the service, he has become verbal and interactive. He has grown a lot through it. We also put him in a pre-K classroom with typical and non-typical peers. Through this experience, he learned how to interact with others his age.
So inclusion has had a positive impact on you and your son's life?
Yes, it has. We have had a great school experience. John has had meaningful participation in every classroom that he has been in.
When you say meaningful participation, what are you referring to?
John participates in music, science, and gym activities throughout the day along with his peers. Through these activities, he has gained passions such as music and art. Additionally, John has developed the skill of interacting with his peers.
Okay, that seems interesting. Would you suggest inclusion to other parents with children with special needs?
I definitely would. Through my experience, I feel that inclusion is very beneficial for children with special needs. I'm very grateful to the people that have helped make John into the young man he's turning into.
Thanks for taking the time to talk to me today. Coming up next, we are going to interview John's teacher, Mrs. Miller.
Real food rice thins are great tasting whole grain rice cakes with a smooth texture and subtle, delicate flavor that combine so well with your favorite spreads or toppings. Our rice thins are simply made by popping grains of whole grain rice under high temperature, giving a real taste of whole grain goodness in every brown rice, in every crispy thin slice. It's delicious with flaked tuna, fresh Roma tomatoes, rocket leaves, and semi-dry tomatoes, baked ricotta cheese, and sliced cucumbers. It also has 46 calories.
The show, Miss Miller.
Thanks, it's great to be here.
Tell me a little bit about your classroom.
I teach 3rd grade at Parkview Elementary School. My classroom is full inclusion class. The responsibility that comes with having a full inclusion class is making sure that all students are learning to the best of their abilities and making sure they feel comfortable in my classroom.
Are there any certain goals that you find important to implement into your classroom?
I believe there are 6 important goals to have a functioning and successful inclusion classroom. The first goal is to meet the unique educational, curricular, instructional, social, and emotional needs of all the children in my class. To implement this goal, I become familiar with each student's IEP and use developmentally appropriate activities in my curriculum. The next goal I find important is to create a safe and welcoming environment to provide peer support and encourage friendships. Next, I like to challenge every student to fulfill their unique potential and to challenge them to do their best. I do this by knowing my students' strengths and weaknesses, so I'm able to challenge all my students. The fourth goal is to create and maintain a positive environment that is conducive to learning. I accomplish this by involving students in decisions such as rulemaking. Goal number 5 is to arrange the physical environment, routine, and organizational factors to accommodate all my students. I simply maintain a routine so students know what to expect, and I know that the same students may take longer to learn specific routines. My last goal is to provide support that is needed. Communication is the most important thing inside of my classroom. Everyone needs to be working together for the good of all the students.
These sound like important goals to maintain your classroom environment. Have you noticed any specific improvements with John?
Yeah, I have. John works very well with the routines in the classroom. I have seen him make social strides. He has made significant efforts in communication with me and his peers.
Thanks for taking the time out of your day to meet with me.
Hi, my name is Ray Allen. I am a student at the University of Akron. You may wonder how I get through 25 credits a semester. Starbucks. I drink Starbucks gallons a day. It is my favorite drink ever. I drink coffee, apple tea, and and all types of other stuff. You should drink Starbucks too.
Welcome back. Now I'm sitting here with John. Hi, John. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. What do you like most about school?
In school, my favorite class is choir because I really like singing.
Oh, you do? How long have you liked singing for?
I've loved singing as long as I can remember. My favorite singer is probably Clay Aiken.
Oh, he's a great singer. Do you have a lot of friends in your class?
I do. They all call me the songbird of my generation. I have two best friends, Timmy and Johnny, and everyone else is pretty nice to me.
Are there ever times where you feel different in your class?
No, Miss Miller's very good at making sure that I feel included.
That's very good. Well, thanks for talking to me today, John.
You're welcome.
And thanks for everyone for watching today. Join me tomorrow for a discussion on gluten and its effects on our children.